Hi.
Hi, Ava. Hello from the Philippines.
Hello.
Thank you so much for giving us some of your time. So, can you please greet all of your Filipino fans who have been waiting for you to come here and perform for us?
Yes, I just want to say hello to all my Filipino fans and that I miss you all very much. I hope to come there sometime very soon, maybe next year, but in the meantime, hopefully this will be
Yes, in the meantime, this will do. We'll be content with this, but thank you because you're talking to us right now. I would love to ask your Filipino fans questions for you, but now let's talk about the motto first. So, can you tell us how this song or how this collaboration came about?
Yeah, so the motto actually started with Tiesto reaching out to me, and I got the song, and in return, I hit him back, and I'm just like, I'm obsessed with this record. This record is incredible, and I have nothing like it. I feel like it's something out of the box that I've never done before, so I ended up doing it.
But before doing this collaboration, like, were you and Tiesto already friends? Like, did you guys know each other, or was this the first time that you really worked together?
This is the first time, and even before we shot the video for the motto, because that's where I first met him, I was in Boston for a Maroon 5 show because I was opening up for them for their stadium show. And when I was in Boston, I saw him. He was staying at my hotel at the Mandarin Oriental. And I am not even kidding you. The moment I saw him, I was like, out of every hotel in Boston, how are we staying at the same hotel? So it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. There was destiny working, around there. And did you know that from that moment on, you would collaborate someday with Tiesto? Was that your goal since then?
I mean, no. I mean, that was when we knew we were doing the song. So we knew we were doing the song, but we hadn't met yet. So we met randomly in Boston, both being there at the same
Oh.
time. It was kind of crazy.
Well, that's great. Now we have the song out. Please tell us what the song is about. What is the motto?
Really just having a good time and not caring what anyone else thinks. Having that be your motto, like having the kind of best night of your life type of situation.
Now let's talk about the music video. It's so cool, especially the
Thank
twist in
you.
the end with a picture. So, for everyone who hasn't seen it yet, can you please tell us the concept of the music video you did?
So it's funny because the director was like, I'm going to take you back into like the Great Gatsby time, 1920s, etc. era. And I was like, that's cool. And I really love that. But I kind of wanted to mix the Matrix future kind of vibe. And so we decided to have me in the elevator and teleport to the 1920s era, but I'm still from the future. So we kind of got what we both wanted.
That's the motto. Throw back with no chaser, with no trouble.
But now, I would just like to get an update because last time we had an interview, we asked you who your dream collab with would be, and you answered straight off the bat. Post Malone. So, how about now? Is there another artist that you'd love to collaborate with? Is there anyone else aside from Post Malone? Any new
I
additions to
think
that list?
I think a future collab that I would love would be probably Ariana Grande.
Ooh. Okay. Why Ariana Grande?
I mean, I love her. I recently met her backstage at a Gwen Stefani concert in Las Vegas, actually. And she is honestly the sweetest, nicest, amazing human. And I just want to be friends with her. Like she's so cool. She's the coolest chick ever. So yeah, Ariana Grande. I would love to do a song with her.
What song would you love to do with her? Like, do you have something in mind? What it's gonna be about?
Ooh, I honestly, I don't know. I would have to talk to her about it.
Well, we will be waiting for that Ava Max and Ariana Grande collaboration soon. But for now, we'd like to ask for a special message for all of your Filipino fans.
To all my Filipino fans, thank you so much for supporting me these past 3 years. And And I hope you all stay safe and healthy during this time. And I hope to see you next year. Love you guys. Mwah.
All right, guys, let's do this. What up? It's JoJo on the radio. This is the iHeartRadio Countdown. And I absolutely love this girl. Talk about, you're on a roll, Ava Max. How are you? How you been? Where are you?
Thank you. First off, I'm at home in LA and just chilling. What can you do?
Every time I talk with you via Zoom, I'm always, I guess, overly aware of the artwork behind you. What's the poster? What is that behind you?
This is my latest piece. No, actually, I'm at my permanent residence right now because I think last few times I've been like either at my mom's house or rental or our Airbnb. I almost said R&B. I can't. No, Airbnb. But yeah, this is Marilyn Monroe. I think, yeah, it's like a photograph. Yeah.
Yes, I think that last time I saw you, it was at the picture at your mom's house really caught my eye. If your mom ever gets rid of that, let me know.
Oh my God, she hasn't for years. I've seen that since I was like 8 years old.
Oh my God. Hey, when do you think, here's one thing I just drop in real quick. When do you think in-person interviews are coming back? Because I can't wait to have you back in the studio. We can, get crazy and throw crap at each other or whatever. When do you think that's going to happen? Like a year from now?
Can I just say this fall, summer, fall? Let's just say summer, fall. I'm just putting it out there.
Love it. We've talked over the last couple of months through the pandemic. This has been such a bizarre time. Mm-hmm. I assume you're feeling, a little more optimistic now. You're like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the beginning of quarantine was a little depressing, right? But we thought the world was ending, really. But no, I think we're good now. I think we're heading towards. I see the light. I see it.
Are you going to get the vaccine when it's your turn? I know you got a ways to go. Obviously, we're young. You're younger than me, but are you going to get the shot?
I'm in no rush right now. I think in general, everyone who wants to get it should get it, right? So, yeah, I'm in no rush right now.
All right, we're going to talk music and stuff like that because I think that's the first time I've asked someone on the countdown if they're going to get a shot. So that's a point for me on that one.
No, I love it. We're talking vaccinations are like the new, oh, you grabbing a drink tonight? Hey, are you grabbing a vaccine tonight?
Let's do some shots. Yeah, and a vaccine. It'd be great.
Vaccine party.
Yay. All right.
So awkward.
Right? Oh, good Lord. We got to do a mic check.
Yeah. Check
mic
one,
check,
two. One, two, one.
Oh my God. Yes. I love this
Hey.
outfit. This is sick. Yo, this is sick.
Thank you.
No, I can't.
No, you're good. It's 103.5 Kiss FM here at Jingle Ball backstage with the one and only Ava Max. How are you?
I am so good. I'm so happy to be here.
Women's and dance floors.
Yes.
Now, what is the vibe of this album compared to your last album?
It's just different in general. I've evolved with really what I like to make too on this album, because when I made Heaven and Hell, I was just making pure pop, and this has influences of 90s house, and it has different influences, disco. Mm-hmm. It has a little bit of futuristic, so it's very different than my last album, which I'm really excited about.
Right, and I love your song, Maybe You're the Problem.
Thank you.
Do you get a lot of people saying man, that song was so much to me, I left this toxic relationship because of your song?
Yeah, I get that. I mean, we all do, right? It was very difficult. Those years were really hard for me, 16, 15, really hard for me. Yeah, but I learned to stand up for myself, which is very important, I think, for when you get older, because you got to do that in your career. I'm fighting to this day. Every day I fight for my career. And I think that's what a lot of people don't know about me. They're just oh, she just got handed everything. She's an industry plant. That's what I read online. And I'm just that couldn't be farthest from the truth.
So you moved to LA again, and tell us about those early days of trying to meet the right people in the industry. What did that look like?
I mean, I'll start at 17 when I came back to LA. It was tough. I couldn't meet anyone really. It was just friend of a friend of a friend that would maybe hook me up for a studio session, but then I wouldn't get my drives back. And it was really hard being a female actually in the industry growing up, because you get hit on and it's just really uncomfortable. And then I would just be staying in the studio for as long as I could to finish the record, but then I felt uncomfortable, so I left, so I couldn't stay for too long. So it was just it was a back and forth a lot, and I didn't feel like I could really grow when I got here until I met some collaborators, and then I got signed, and then I got really lucky to find my tribe at the time. And that's when I started really becoming me, Ava Max. That's when I started becoming like the version of me that I feel like I was always looking for growing up. But I'm always evolving, so everyone's always evolving. It's not always just like okay, end, period, you're done. It's like I feel like I'm constantly growing and learning.
And how long was it the second time you moved to LA until you get signed?
I got signed at 22. So yeah, about like 5 years. Tasha, we love her. She's my bestie. She's like a sister. But she saved me from a lot of situations. Like I was locked in a room by a producer when I was 20 years old, and he called my tears crocodile tears. I don't think I've ever said that to anyone in public. I remember that moment, and I'm just like, I never want to deal with this ever again. And I kind of got into like a little hermit mode and got really sad that year, I remember. And then I started meeting the right people a year later. But I almost quit at 20 for sure.
Do you think it's systemic, this kind of abuse of talent within LA, or do you think it's more that these were experiences where you, like, particularly there was a predator who took advantage because you were young?
I think it's gotten better, but I don't know. I don't know for sure, but it seems like it's gotten better. But when I was trying to make it, it was really hard. It was really hard to make music with people because they all wanted to either sleep with me or just either sleep with me or just like do bad things. And I just felt uncomfortable. I mean, imagine being a teenage girl in LA, going around alone, trying to meet people. I mean, not everyone's going to be nice.
Walk me through signing your first record deal. What does that look like? Who helped you read that first contract?
Oh, yeah. For my record label, I ended up with a really great lawyer at the time. Before that, I didn't have any lawyers, obviously, so I didn't really know. I mean, I got lucky. I'm going to say I got lucky with everyone I've been working with because they really helped me and saved me from a bad time when I was younger.
And you moved to LA with your brother, right? Was he acting as your manager? How did he feel about everything?
It was my whole family, not just my brother. And he really helped me connect with the right people after some bad trials on my own, because I'm such like an independent person. I just don't want anyone to help me, and that including my brother. I'm just like, I want to meet the people on my own. I want to feel like, I want to do this on my own. But that's where I got in trouble, because I didn't have anyone there to protect me in those rooms. So then I just started getting even closer with my family, which was the best thing I could do.
And tell us about the process. What led to you being signed? Was there a breakout moment or a single that you think really helped to put that in place?
I started putting songs on SoundCloud, and that's how I got noticed. So Atlantic Records took notice, and Mike Karen, APG took notice. And so we kind of did like a joint deal at the time. And Sweet But Psycho was born after that. And it took about a year for it to be released. But
before Sweet But Psycho blew up, how many demos or songs had you written or recorded?
Hundreds. I mean, I was in the studio twice, 2 different studio sessions every single day. I was in a boot camp, I like to say. I was in a complete boot camp for a year and a half almost before Sweet But Psycho came out, actually. I remember I was so tired. I would spend nights crying because I was just like, I don't know, like I'm making so much different music. I don't know like what the right lane is. I was losing my mind. I mean, some people at the label were saying they liked some songs and then they weren't like agreeing some other people. And so I was just like, I don't even like this. I want to do this type of music, but then they didn't like the type of music I wanted to do. So it was very confusing, and it was a really hard time as well. And then I cut my hair. I made it into the max cut. And I remember walking into a party and everybody was just like,
whoa,
who's that girl? And that's when I remember the head of my publishing company was like looking at me kind of like almost like, hey, I think you're ready now. You created also not only a great record, Super Psycho, but an identity now that I could see you in a crowd room full of people.
And when Sweet But Psycho starts climbing the charts, was there ever a moment internally where you were like, wow, my life has changed now?
Oh yeah. Being in Europe for the first time, I had never been out of the US and it was just such a whirlwind, and was going #1 in so many different Nordic countries, and then London, and then every other country, Australia and Asia, and it took the world by storm. And I was just like, this is everything I've ever dreamt about, but it almost feels like I'm dreaming still, you know, because it doesn't feel real. It happened so fast. And here's a story I haven't told anyone, actually. I can't believe I'm saying this. But I hemorrhaged my vocal cords. They exploded the day before I was supposed to travel to Europe for a promo tour for Sweet But Psycho. While Sweet But Psycho was #1 all over the world, my vocal cords exploded. And the label didn't know. No one knew. I told them I had strep throat, the flu, anything to get out of this or give me 2 more weeks to go to Europe. So for 2 weeks, I slept like 14 hours a day. I had like barely any food. And I went back to the doctor a week and a half later. And the doctor is like, I've never seen a miracle like this, but your vocal cords just grew back, brand new, but baby vocal cords. And he's like, you have to be so careful because they can explode again. And I was going on a promo tour, gonna promote and sing Sweet But Psycho all over the world. So the first year singing Sweet But Psycho, I look back at the videos and it's just like me learning how to sing again with new vocal cords. And no one knows this.
Oh my God, that's crazy. And was there anything else on the tour that you had to deal with?
It was very difficult. I mean, I was terrified every time I opened my mouth to sing. I was so scared. I was having PTSD. I was having like, oh my God, am I going to not be able to sing again? Because I mean, I couldn't even make one sound for a week. I don't even know how they grew back.
It's like you're sacrificing all of yourself for this tour.
For this moment, and then just no vocal cords. It was such a nightmare at the time. I almost couldn't believe it. My family, everybody, we were all crying in the room. We're like, this is insane. And I also think that's why I made it in music, because I'm never giving up. I'm consistent. And as much as I've been knocked down, I get back up. I don't think people remember your losses. They remember your wins. I think that's something to remember when you're not doing good or anyone not doing too well in their career. You're going to get back up. You just got to keep going. As cheesy as that sounds.
Pop is always changing. How do you decide when to adapt to the trends or to try to start your own trend?
To be honest, I really don't care about trends. As crazy as that sounds. Is that horrible?
No, that's good.
I don't care about trends. Maybe I should. Maybe I should not have the max cut, right? But in reality, you know, I'm just going to do it anyways.
I fucking
Fuck
love
it.
it. Yeah, no, literally, fuck it. Who
Literally,
cares?
fuck it. Hashtag fuck it. All your fuck it.
Wait, and the other thing I was curious about is I had seen a lot of articles of people comparing you to other artists and things
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
bullshit, okay?
Yeah, like
I'm obviously Ava. And I'm not AI. What the fuck?
Like, how do you deal with stuff like that?
I think it's weird. I'm just like, why do people still compare in 2025? Like, it's so dumb. And they compare women mostly, which I know a lot of people have talked about this, but it's true. I don't remember the last time they compared a guy.
Tell us how you choose this song as a next single.
This next record, it means a lot to me because I wrote it last year, and I wrote it in a time where it's interesting. I thought the album was done, and then I kept going to the studio, but I kept refining myself. And I wrote this record, Loving Myself. And then the whole direction of the album changed. So that's why I didn't put it out last year. This record was the whole reason why it took so long to release the album and to, find really the meaning of this album. This record did it all. But when I wrote this record in the studio, I really was in a place where I was loving myself, loving my freedom, loving just doing me. And then this record came out so effortlessly that I wanted it to be the summer song of 2025. Yeah.
Nice. Like you say, this track will be a part of your next album. Don't
Yeah.
click play. So why this title and what are your inspirations for this project?
It's the title is about flipping the script and really just about letting people know that all the chatter online, letting them know that it really doesn't matter if they don't like me. It doesn't matter if they bully me and all of that kind of stuff, or anyone to that matter. I mean, it's kind of like I'm doing me this time. I'm going to make music that I love, and you don't have to click play, even though we know you will.
Yeah. Like you say,
You
since
know?
your beginning, yeah, like you say, since your beginning of your career, even with the press numbers, the people continue to comment on your hair, your music, the sample stuffs. How do you deal with that?
Well, there's a lot of criticism online. Somehow it feels like it gets bigger and bigger, but it really, I got to a place where now I don't care anymore, and I just am focused on my music and seeing fans in person and just performing as much as I can. That's where I'm at right now in my life, and I just want to do me and kind of quiet the chatter because it really doesn't matter. Um, but don't click play. It goes for everyone who's going through something in their life. You know, it goes to people who are being bullied in school, to, someone who's bullied at their job, and it's really just about not caring what anyone says about you because people are going to have so many opinions.
So, what makes this album different from the previous ones?
This one is very different because it almost feels like a first album. It almost feels like a very first album because I feel like I'm re-emerging into someone finally that I recognize. I'm going back to my roots. And I really did this. A lot of the decisions I made on this album were for me. Of course, there were a lot of collaborations, but I said, like, I had the final say with everything. And so for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm in control and of my art. And I felt very, very good finishing the album that way because it feels like the most me album I've ever done.
You have some funny story about the process, the creating of this album?
Funny story. I don't know if it's funny, but everyone thinks I started this album last year with My Oh My, but I did not. I started it with Lost Your Faith, and Lost Your Faith is really like the rebirth, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of like died in Lost Your Faith and then got reborn with Loving Myself. And a lot of people are like, why would you choose such a different song to go before? But for me, it's all about the story. And I really want to like set the record straight so people know why I did that. But it's kind of funny to some people. They're like, why? Why is it so different to Loving Myself? But I swear I did it on purpose.
This is deep. Holy shit. I'm like, am I in therapy session? Hey guys, it's Ava Max, and this is how I created Don't Click Play. The inspiration behind Don't Click Play came from a place of finally letting go of the world's expectations of me and all the comments I read online about myself. I scratched the first idea of the third album I had because I felt like it wasn't who I truly was. The reason why I created an album called Don't Click Play is because I just truly don't care anymore.
Replay, don't hit that, 'cause you gon' like it, love it, wanna play it twice. DJ, don't.
And I love making music, and I wanted it to be just about the music. And it just hit me. I was like, I can't keep trying to please every type of personality. I mean, I can barely keep up with my own thoughts. I was working with new producers, new songwriters. I think every artist should evolve with every album. And evolution means different things for every artist. Somebody might evolve in a very silent, quiet way where maybe not a lot of people notice it, but they are evolving because we are evolving as humans all the time. There's no way we can't evolve. This album cover is probably my favorite album cover. And I think it's because it kind of resembles how I felt making the album. I felt like I was almost in the ring of fire. I felt like everything was coming at me at once. I was so stressed and emotional and heartbroken and sad and happy too. The moment I decided the album was gonna be called Don't Click Play, everything clicked. Everything came into place in my head. Like I saw the album almost like visually in my head. I'm like, okay, wait, I'm bringing this record back that I know fans will love, but I also love, and now it matches the entire album that I'm building.
I love this whole look.
Oh my God, thank
Y'all
you.
look like you're about to make a real rad video. I'm just saying right now.
yes,
Have you ever met Seal? Have y'all ever met?
No.
No, we haven't
Okay.
had the pleasure.
Well, now you have. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. too.
Legend.
Oh,
So wait, we all made it through the pandemic and we weren't able to do live shows. We weren't able to be out there. That was kind of hard for a lot of us artists, but you're out there now. So what's your favorite thing, like since you've been back out on the road? Like favorite city, favorite thing, favorite feeling?
Just being with the audience, a real audience. I just did a Jingle Ball iHeart Radio Arena tour. I did all 10 shows in the US, and it was so cool, just night after night, arena after arena, and just like feeling the crowd.
Yeah.
And not being home through Zoom, and even now with everybody here, it's great.
I know you forget, like you feed off that energy as a performer.
Yeah.
And we really got to know that when you're like all of a sudden doing like private shows or any kind of show like from a camera?
Yes, it was
It's
just,
weird.
It is weird because
Yeah.
you're just like, okay, I am stuck at home.
Yeah.
And how am I going to connect?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a lot hard to do. So what things do you have to do before or after shows? Like, do you have any like rituals or anything?
Oh man, this is tough because I do a lot of stuff with a lot of people all the time, but I always have Ava time carved out on
right
my
before?
schedule right before I perform.
Yeah.
So like everyone's putting my wires on and my mic pack and everything, and then I have 15 minutes to myself, and I just kind of meditate, close my eyes, and just like remember, you know, my name, what I'm singing,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I literally have 15 minutes carved out before I go on stage where I have my alone time. That's the same thing.
Really, isn't it the best though?
Because everybody's always around you. Even if you love them, you're just like, I just need a minute to
Yes.
breathe before I get out there.
And I'm the type of person where I do like, I really thrive through the chaos. I love it. I feel like my house is like in the sky sometimes because I'm barely even home in LA when I'm in LA.
Seat 3A.
So
yeah.
I'm actually more comfortable on tour lately, which is weird. But
That's a young thing. That was me too.
but I still need
Yeah.
but I still
Yeah.
need my Ava time.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
still need that carved in.
Do you have any like thing you have to do before you go on stage or after?
Just balance. I just try and stay focused, and it varies. Sometimes there are people, I like people around, sometimes I like being by myself, but as long as I have that moment where I can kind of connect with that inner self and just establish some kind of balance. It could, 10, 15 minutes before I'm fine.
I think that you're like a naturally chill person. I think
I'm
people
not.
that are ADHD, I'm
so
like,
chill.
you sound very chill, and I'm like, I'm too ADHD, so that's why I have to carve out the time.
I'm not that chill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you are pretending really well right now. I'm like, what does he do? Meditate? What should
I know,
do?
give us some tips.
I know. I was like, I could definitely use some of that help. But I want to talk about your new album. This is the coolest title. It's Diamonds and Dance Floor. So, like, why is that the title?
Thank you. So Diamonds and Dance Floors was the first song on the album, one of the first that I wrote for the album. And at that time, I didn't have an album title. And it was called Diamonds and Dance Floors, the title track. And after I finished it, I was like, why does this feel so right? Especially with like starting in the pandemic, I wanted to be on a dance floor. That song, the title track is talking about like being in my kitchen and living room just dancing by myself, wishing I was feeling the rhythm and just bodies next to me. And so it just came about when I wrote Diamonds and Dance Floors.
I heard, so what's the song $1 Million Baby about?
It's about coming out stronger from a breakup I had.
I was like, a lot of people went through a breakup during the pandemic, and it was a hard time already, I feel like, for a lot of us. But then going through that and just feeling more isolated and more lonely, I think a lot of creatives like got to work in the studio because that's how that's our outlet, right? Is that kind of what this album is for you?
Oh, for sure. I would always say, I'm never talking about my personal life. I'm never gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm only gonna talk about how I came up in the industry. I'm gonna talk about female empowerment, and that's it. And then I died inside.
Yeah.
And that was all I could write about.
Yeah.
That was all I could even.
But unfortunately, it's highly
say.
relatable.
Yeah.
Like people that can't write music, like maybe that's how they get through. Even before I started writing, that's how I could cope. That's how I could connect.
No, I see things
kinda
differently.
cool.
Heartbreak is actually, yes, it's bad and negative, but it's also a good thing. And because you change, you grow stronger, you
Learn about yourself.
You learn about yourself. You see life differently. You see people differently. You appreciate things more. I don't know. I came out from the other side like completely different, and to the point where I'm just like, do I get heartbroken again?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, don't worry, there's therapy
I
for
don't
that.
want to. I really don't want to. But
It is amazing. I always make this joke. I'm like, I only make good records when there's like sadness involved. Like it's hard to like write like, it is a lot harder to write happy songs, I feel like. When you're writing about desperation or ache or sadness or just some kind of like thing to overcome, it's just more appealing to me.
it's
Well,
it's crazy. It hits differently. Lyrics to me now, for sure.
This is the Capital Evening Show with Jimmy Hill. I'm well excited right now because I am joined by Ava Max.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Ava, so good to meet you.
So good to be here. Thank you, and meet you.
I've been loving Sweet But Psycho, obviously, since we started playing it last year. It's such a huge tune that we're still loving now. So it's nice to put a face to a record.
Are you sure I sang that song?
Yeah, I mean, how does it feel, like the success of that song? Does it still feeling a bit mad?
It doesn't feel real still. I feel like I'm living in a permanent dream because it's like this song just started connecting with everybody, and I didn't expect it to go like this, how it has been. We knew the song was special, but we didn't know what it was gonna do like this. So it's definitely exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so take yourself back to when you recorded that song and you heard it like played back to you for the first time in the studio or whatever.
Yeah.
Were you like, oh my word, this is going to be huge. This is the one. This is the song.
I mean, it's crazy. When I feel like in the studio, we knew it was really like cool, right? But we didn't know when we put the song out. Still nothing. When it went #1 in Sweden and then Norway and then Finland, it kept going. I was like, okay, is this going to stop? And then it never stopped. And so, yeah.
Just didn't stop. It's just still going now.
My mind's like that emoji that like the brain is coming out. That's my mind every day of my life right now.
I love it. Well, you're looking amazing. Loving the look. I mean, the hair, the Ava Max hair as well. You've basically invented your own haircut.
Thank you.
I mean, are you always getting Instagram tags now? People getting this done at their hairdresser or whatever.
They love it. It's like they call it the Max cut, and now I've started calling it the Max cut.
Yeah. Own it.
It's really hilarious actually because I on accident cut my hair like this. Like I don't know if you know the story. I've said it a few times, but I was baking cookies and I was coloring a bunch of wigs and then my hair, and then I finally cut my hair one side, and then the cookies were burning and all over the place, like I could smell them burning, and so I had to walk downstairs with one side cut without cutting the other side, and so the cookies were like dead, right? They like died. I can't bake, I can't cook, I suck at that. So I start walking upstairs and I pass a mirror, and then I'm like, this feels like me.
All right.
I'm not kidding you. It was like a light bulb. Like, oh my God.
You're like, I'm not going to cut the other side.
I'm not. I love it like this. And then I started going out places. People were giving me weird looks. I was like, this is perfect. This is the perfect message. Do what you want. Don't care what anyone else thinks, basically.
And the Max cut was born.
Yeah.
And I'm growing my hair right now just so I can have the same thing done.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, do it.
Yeah. And this cap is just going to fall out.
Do it, yeah.
Hey, it's DJ Gabby Love on Radio Now 100.9. I am so excited to be interviewing today someone I'm a huge fan of, Ava Max.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good, just in my bathroom/office.
Everywhere can be an office now. That's the beauty of it. Well, I am so excited to be talking to you today. I am a huge fan. So not only am I an honor host, but I also am a DJ as well. So I do a nightly show and obviously play a lot of you. You do incredible music, incredible dance music. So I am just so excited to be talking to you today as a fan and as a DJ. So
thank you so much. And of course, your name is my favorite because two of my best friends are Gabby.
Yay, Gabby's. Awesome. Well, to start off, what inspires you? I guess I'll just start off like where did you start out? Like when did you know that singing was it? Singing, songwriting, like that was it for you? Where did that kind of start?
I mean, I started singing very young and then songwriting around like 13.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a very young start, kind of like a blessing and a curse because I was so young and I knew what I wanted to do already. So about like 10 years old, really. At 10, I was like, this is all I'm going to do.
Like, that's amazing. Yeah. And I know your mom's an opera singer too, and your dad's a pianist, correct?
Yeah. And like not professional, but they did it. And I mean, my mom has a beautiful voice. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have a beautiful voice too. So you got it from your mom. Absolutely. So what, like, were the early artists that inspire you or that still inspire you today?
I mean, I would be in my basement singing like Unbreak My Heart, Toni Braxton.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'd be in my basement singing all the Mariah songs, all the Whitney tracks, I'm Your Baby Tonight, all the old jams, like the 90s. And I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Like they kind of taught me how to sing in a way because I would sing their songs over and over again, like destroy my neighbors' ears. Like they would be so upset. Like they literally, I don't think they liked us. They like see us and they'd close the door at our neighbors because I was so loud.
Well, if they only knew that this is what we would turn into now, then maybe they would be a little bit more.
Maybe, but they'd be like, they'd hear me, and like I'd be like,
and I love that you got your start early, you know, and like knew what you wanted to do, you know.
a blessing and a curse, though.
Yeah, totally. I feel that as well. But yeah, you know, I think like as women, there's so many times we are taught, you know, like, oh, we need to do this a certain way, or we can't do this, or we can't do that, you know, when we're really young. And you feel like there's this kind of like gut intuition, the women's intuition that we always have. And like fighting against that or listening to that, you know, can be really difficult. So to hear that you listen to that and you went along with it is amazing.
Thank you.
Love to hear that. But when you are approaching a song, you know, where do you begin? Where is the inspiration coming from?
Personal experience, things I've been through. I feel like you can either write a song about your experience or someone else's experience. There's really no other way to write a song. Like there's only two ways to write a song. So I think for me, it's my experience. Growing up, it was of what I saw, like my brother's relationships and experiences were, my parents, and like I would write about that, and like friends. But now it's about my own, and it's kind of like crazy to write about your experiences because you kind of relive it every time you sing it. Like for instance, Who's Laughing Now is like very on the nose, you know, because it, you know, that's how I felt. Like I felt like all the lyrics in Who's Laughing Now is very, very true.
Well, I love Sweet but Psycho.
Sweet but Psycho is very true.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Very on the nose.
Very on the nose, yes. And I love that about your music, and especially as a woman and women that's, you know, around your age too. It's like these are lyrics that are so relatable. I mean, and it's not even like any woman, any like, like the honesty and the realness.
One of the shows that I watched, and I thought about you when I watched this, was this Framing Britney Spears documentary. Did you see this?
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, so I was just kind of curious where your thoughts were on the documentary. And also I was thinking of you because obviously you're in the public eye and, you know, you have some success under your belt now. Do you put in some like restrictions to kind of limit yourself and give you some privacy just for longevity and mental health?
Yeah, I mean, I surround myself with really amazing people. I think that's super important. And again, I think who you surround yourself with, you kind of are, like they say, like, tell me who your friends are, and that's who you are, right? So I really like surround myself by really genuine, down-to-earth people, and that's super important. And my family keeps me humble.
Aren't they always?
Yeah, they're really funny. But that documentary, yeah, made me sad, you know. Back then, I feel like it was okay, not okay, but people let it slide. Like when people spoke to women like a certain way about their bodies. And I think now, thank God, like people have changed a bit. Like, so it's not like you can't really do that anymore without like being like, you know, yelled at.
I agree. Like as an interviewer, just watching that from that perspective, I'm like, really? You're going to ask that? Like, that's insane. So I think what you said, I think we have changed a little bit for the better. I hope so. Since that time.
I think we have.
Yeah. But surrounding yourself with family and good people, that's what comes first, right?
That's number one. Because again, I'm going to travel, I'm going to see my fans, and that's all it's about, performing. So I don't really think about like releasing a song and, oh, is it going to be successful? I think, oh my God, I can't wait to perform that song. Can't wait to see the fans like sing the lyrics. So I don't really look at it that way. I don't know. I'm just really excited for this next phase.
So you read actual comments that like fans leave you and stuff like that on YouTube, on Instagram?
You can't not. Like when people say they don't, it's like, yeah, you can do it for a certain amount of time, but it's there. It's like sometimes you see it. Or sometimes I get sent these comments, or sometimes I'm scrolling and I see something. It's like, it's hard not to, but you got to be kind of strong to it. You got to be like, okay, I know my self-worth. And these people, the mean people who talk, you know, crap, you know, you can't really, you know, they probably have something going on in their lives. So
absolutely. And usually when people go online, they usually go online to complain or say something. It's very rarely they go online to like, you know, give praise, but there are those people and we love them. the praise people.
Yeah.